Welcome back, guys. You are kicking it with your favorite coach, Coach Kathleen. If you are someone who's looking to get stronger over the next year, hit that subscribe button. So this video, we're going to be talking about just that. We're going to be giving you some reminders about what you can do to improve your strength. And then before we get into that, we're going to do a little rewind of 2020. It's been a crazy year, so we're going to cover some of the ups, some of the highs, and some of the lows. It's going to be a good video, so let's get into it. 2020 has truly been a wild ride with everything that's gone on this year, and there's definitely been some highs and lows with some of the deaths of our icons like Kobe Bryant and Diego Maradona. Back in March, I was in Winnipeg for the Canadian National Powerlifting Championships, where I hit one of my milestones becoming the Canadian National Champ. I remember when I was coming back to Ontario, coronavirus was starting to blow up in Ontario. It wasn't huge yet, but that's when I was starting to make more ground on the news. And honestly, just a few weeks later, that's when our area went into lockdown. So it's kind of crazy that I was even able to travel to Winnipeg at the time and compete. Unfortunately, the World Powerlifting Championships did get canceled. I was looking forward to competing in my second one and getting my world record back, but it is what it is. It truly has been a year of overcoming adversity for everyone globally, and I truly do believe struggle and adversity breeds an environment for growth. So that's why it's really important to maintain that growth mindset, because throughout this adversity and throughout this struggle, we keep pushing forward. You see all together the world's come together. There's now a vaccine out there, so we do continue to keep pushing forward. It's been hard in business, it's been hard for everyone, but through adversity and through struggle, you find solutions and keep pushing forward. So as promised, we're going to discuss how you can continue to move forward with your strength gains. So if you've been following me for a little while, you know I'm a strong advocate of tracking and review, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So we're going to keep the content fairly light and just talk about those two things and why it's so important. So if you aren't already, I would heavily recommend you start tracking your training. Do an Excel spreadsheet, record what you're doing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, and that'll give you the data to review and make informed decisions on how to move forward with your programming. So at the end of the year is a very good time to review your progress, and obviously if you haven't tracked your workouts, it's going to be a little harder to do so, but you should also be doing this on a quarterly basis or at the end of every training block. And why it's so important is because it's very easy to look at your training blocks and see what was working well, and on the flip side, what wasn't working well. So you can continue using what's working well, you can drop what's not working. And then you can kind of look at more deeply, am I not responding well to the amount of volume I'm doing? Do I need to increase the volume? Or am I working too hard and attacking my CNS system? So do I need to drop the volume so it's easier for my body to recover? So using those two things, it's a very easy way, I don't want to say easy, but it's a good habit which will help you to keep improving moving forward. So as we know, in order to get stronger, you need to use proper periodization, and periodization, simply put, is training with using different intensities and volumes over different time periods. So an example might be, a simple example would be a beginner using a linear periodization scheme where, let's say, they have 3 blocks. So the first block they might be doing sets of 8 at a low RP of, let's say, 6 or 7. And then so their second block they might move to sets of 6 and increase the intensity to an RP of 8. Then that third block they might start moving to, let's say, sets of 5 and increase that RP to 8.5 or a 9. So in that simple scheme we see the first block they started with a higher volume at a lower intensity, and then as they progress they decrease the volume and increase the intensity. So that's a very simple and basic linear periodization scheme. Another example would be a more advanced lifter who, let's say, in that 1 week time period, they work using different goals at the same time, which would be an undulating periodization program. So on, let's say, Monday, day 1, they're focusing on hypertrophy, so doing more volume, more reps. Day 2, in the week they're working on strength, and then day 3 they're working on power. So there's a lot of different methods there's a lot of different ways, and there's no one right way to use periodization, but tracking and reviewing can help you see what works and what doesn't work. So if there's any of these topics you want me to cover in more details, let me know in the comments below. I just kind of want to give you guys a broad overview of what you should do and which can help you to kind of formulate a plan and just give you that basic structure which you need in order to move forward. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope this was helpful. Please hit that subscribe button. Train hard, train smart, see results, get CAFit. I got lots of new Cafe Fitness merch, links in the description. Copy yours today. We'll catch you next time.